This is the Sunlight T68, one of 9 affordable low-profile models from the German manufacturer. But when is a budget van not a budget van? You could argue that years of spec bumps and improvements have taken this range far away from its budget origins. In fact, it looks decidedly mainstream to me. So for anyone who doesn't know, Sunlight was originally spun out of Detlefs, but has become so successful it is now a standalone brand in its own right under the Irwin-Heimer Group umbrella. The vehicles are built in southeastern Germany on a factory line shared with Corrado, and it has been so successful, approximately 30 motorhomes a day rolling from that production facility. Sunlight vans are darlings of rental fleets, and for good reason. They're very well made, so they stand up to all the rigours of the hire business. No self-respecting fleet manager wouldn't want Sunlight in his portfolio. Sunlight styling targets younger buyers, and this is a pretty good example. Just look at these trims going on the soft furnishings. Very pleasant indeed. The continental origins in this van can be seen with these nets. Obviously in the UK we prefer curtains. But don't worry, these roller blinds should do a decent job of shutting out the outside world. So returning briefly to this build quality theme, everything feels well screwed together and assembled. These worktops feel particularly sturdy, which is just as well, because one of the refinements for the 2017 model year is a modification to the cooker. You see, under here you will now find a cast iron surround to put your pots and pans on. Very good indeed. And that comes alongside a new sink and a new tap. Now, in addition to the 3 gas burners, you also get a combined oven and grill just down under there, under the safety taps for the gas. Very well located. And that's in addition to a fridge with separate freezer compartment, because up to 4 people can tour in this vehicle, so that should definitely meet their needs. Now, in this particular van, the dealer has thoughtfully added an 18.5-inch flat-screen TV. That's in addition to a satellite system on the roof that has a very pleasing electric open and closing action. But the TV here isn't just for the people at the front of the van. Obviously you can watch from the lounge, but you can also flip it round for the people in the bedroom. Now here's a feature you usually find on a more upmarket motorhome. The split washroom configuration has a door, and it allows you to shut the front of the van off from the rear. Quite useful if you were dressing back here in the bedroom area but you hadn't pulled over the cab blinds, so now you can keep peeping toms at bay. Now here's a feature you would normally associate with an A-Class, and I'm delighted to find it at this particular price point. Yes, it's the exhibitionist shower. You can shower while everyone in the bedroom can watch you doing it. There's a door here to protect what's left of your modesty, and a bifold one here, and they come together like this. And no self-respecting A-Class would be without one of these. Yes, a retractable drying rail. What's left to say now? Nothing apart from, where's the soap, dear? Now the T68 has fixed twin single beds in its rear bedroom. That's in addition to 3 overhead lockers, storage recesses above the windows, and obviously a window on either side and a centrally positioned roof light. But it gets better than that. You see, if you don't want to sleep apart from your loved one, you can in fact make a massive double by extending this section here and adding a filler cushion. All very good for bonhomie. And there's a wardrobe under every bed too, so you don't have to mix and match with all your storage. You can have discrete areas. How good is that? And as well as the beds in the back, there's another double over the lounge. And it's very easy to use. This catch here, and you just pull down, attach one of the supplied ladders, and you can get in and out really easily. And when you don't need it, you just push it back up, and job done. And as you saw, it comes with curtains and lights already supplied. The Sunlight T68 starts from £47,090 on the road. The version we've been looking at today is just under £55,000 because it has had some extra goodies added to it by the dealer. These include the Chassis Comfort Pack and the Active Pack, which covers items like the leather steering wheel in gear knob and the rather appealing graphics on the side of this particular vehicle. With an all-up weight of 3,500 kilograms, anyone in the family can drive this van on a standard car licence, and the payload of 510 kilograms will certainly be agreeable for parties of up to 4. A couple of other things to note: the habitation door is on the UK offside rather than the near side, but this won't make much of a difference if you do most of your touring in Europe. There were no new models for Sunlight for 2017, only the spec bumps we've discussed in this review, plus a brand new control panel. So who's going to buy one of these? Well, somebody that wants a good value for money, honest motorhome with that fantastic German build quality. That's who, and that could well include me.